You were one of the students who decided, as you said, in November, gave exam in January and prepared everything on yourself, and you cleared everything without any coaching institute. How did that happen? So what I'm wearing right now is knitwear.
Sir, I'll have to feel the fabric.
Oh my god.
When I want everyone to support handloom also. Supporting handloom is supporting the craftsmen.
We have one of the most energetic Amogans we had. She has been an MPC student in CBSE program of Hindu Public School that we did. And she did her MPC and then shifted into the fashion designing stream. She studies at NIFT Hyderabad today. Sripurna, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining in.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sripurna, first question I think everybody might want to hear and I want to hear is, I remember you speaking to me after 10th. You have taken MPC with an intention, very clear intention. Where did that change and how did you get into NIFT? That was a huge shocker for me also.
It was a shock for me too. But after 10th, I took MPC because I was interested in maths. But later, I didn't want to do engineering because I thought that it is not something that is useful for me. But if I take my own passion into a profession, I could be able to do it for a longer period of time, and I can even pass it to my future generations too.
But when did you realize that this was your passion?
Till my 11th, I didn't realize that I want to go to fashion designing. But at a point of time, I was very keen towards handicrafts and doodling, designs and all. So my first passion is cooking.
Okay.
I am a very good cook too. And my dad is a wonderful cook.
Wow.
And my dad is someone like, if I say something ki Papa mujhe ye karna hai, like a very in a casual way, if I tell him like Papa mujhe football khelna hai, if I tell that, he shows me all the coaching institutes that are available, the best coaching institutes that are available for the football. If I tell him that I'm interested in cooking, he showed me an institute. He took me to the institute, which was National Institute of Tourism and Hospitality Management. And
Okay.
I, being a pure vegetarian, I didn't want to pitch into all those, because at the end of the day, you will be a good chef when you work in 7-star or 7-star hotels, like premium hotels.
Yeah.
So in that, the non-veg will be of high standards also. Sir, and even after 10th also, there are institutes like Chaitanya and Arena.
Yeah.
So my dad didn't want to push me into all those institutes in which I get pressurized. So he thought there should be a holistic improvement in my daughter. Yeah. So he started research on other colleges which provides holistic development in students. So one of the best institutes is Amogha.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for saying that.
Sir, I mean it. It's not like I'm boasting about the institute or something, because I am the one who experienced the curriculum of Amogha and I felt it. And you are the one who took me to the campus. Like,
yeah, I remember the NIFT Hyderabad campus. Yes.
My dad took me there, but still I could just see the exterior of the campus because he was an outsider.
Okay.
But because of you, I've been into the campus. I have seen the campus with my own eyes, and I realized that this is the place where I wanted to establish my career.
So was that one of the incidents where you realized that, yes, now I've seen NIFT Hyderabad and this is what I want to do? I think that was in second year of your intermediate or plus two.
So fashion designing is one of the best things I learned till now. And cooking is something which can be learned through YouTube or something also, I feel that. But fashion is something that should be taught by professionals, and you need to have a proper guidance under the professionals. And being in National Institute is a marvelous experience.
Obviously. I think that's a good insight that you had at that moment where you decided that it's a better choice to get into a National Institute, and probably you wanted to keep cooking for a later stage in life or as a hobby for now?
So, sir, even fashion designing came into my thought after my, I think, midterm of my second year.
Okay.
By that time, people already start taking coaching in the coaching institutes for the exam. My
Exactly.
exam was in January, and I started thinking about NIFT in November, I guess.
This is
So,
one thing that I wanted to ask today. Everybody goes for this design coaching for at least 1 year of their uh, tenure, or in second year at least. You were one of the students who decided, as you said, in November, gave exam in January, and prepared everything on yourself, and you cleared everything without any coaching institute. How did that happen?
sir, it's I should accept it. It's the genes. My dad is a wonderful artist, and I got that genes, and I will be able to do variably fine designs. So they always see me like I will be doing some or the other craft or painting or doodling or something. So my dad one day told me that why don't you make this your passion?
Mm-hmm.
Then I started thinking that is there any passion in design also? Because I am not that fashionable candidate. I am a pure traditional Desi girl. So when I told that mom I am going to do fashion designing, she told okay. And when I was talking about this in my relative circle, they were like, "You are doing fashion designing seriously?" And when I told my friends, they were like, "Tailor barogi kya?" So after that, my dad was seeing many institutes like Hamstech, INIFT, and other everything. So he found that National Institute is something best I can give to my daughter.
Mm.
So he took me there. I've talked to the senior officials also about this. And there was a person who told that you can't achieve this without coaching, because there are people who take breaks, like 1-2 year breaks after their plus 2 to enter into this NIFT.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he utterly told me like you can't achieve this because without any coaching. So I took this as a challenge, and I should thank that person who gave me that challenge and who developed that determination and perseverance in me to achieve this. So I told my dad ki I won't go to any coaching center, daddy, because I already know that design basics, and I think and I have confidence in myself, and I can do good in the exam. So he told ki before I go into National Institute and talk to that person, my dad told ki give it a try. And I told my dad I don't want to give it a try. I would give it a best shot.
Yeah.
And I was around I think November 29th or something. There was a registration of NIFT entrance exam.
Mm-hmm.
So I registered and I started seeing YouTube videos who give reviews on how previous papers were there. And I have downloaded the previous papers, and I thought I would be able to do, because there are like poster designing, and you need to imagine like how will the work and how will a particular thing be in 2050, so that you should have that in imagination. And I thought I have that imagination, I can do well.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go to coaching center, sir. That's the only challenge I got from that person, and I didn't want to go to coaching center.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
after that, after I cleared the first stage, you called me personally and you told that you have reached till now and you can go to coaching center. Why do you miss this chance?
Yeah.
So then I gave it a thought. Like, I have reached till here. Why should I miss that last 20% of the examination? So my dad went to the coaching institutes, which are very reputed for design coaching. And he saw how are people working there? How do
Hmm.
they give coaching? And my dad was pretty confident that I was far better than the beginners there. So he told that you need not to go to that coaching center. You are very far better than them. So you can actually see the YouTube videos or something, and then you can prepare for the exam. And during the exam, I mean not during the exam, like a week before or a couple of weeks before the exam, I was seeing the YouTube videos, and my dad bought the random stuff which were used in coaching center, like that all the materials,
All the
and
material.
he
Yeah.
wanted me to practice at home. So
Okay.
this is something I'm a visual learner, sir. Basically, I'm a visual learner, and I am a fast learner too. and I'm seeing the YouTube videos, and I didn't want to practice because I had a clash with some of the exams conducted by our college, and I didn't want to practice. So my mom was like, you have already qualified for 80%. Why can't you struggle for that 20%? I told
Yeah.
her, Mummy, I am confident by seeing those videos, I will be able to do. But still, she was tense. I was confident. So my dad is like, if she's confident, leave her. She will do it her best. So I just saw the videos and I did it. I got it.
No, so your whole schooling had helped you probably. As you said, you already had it in you that you were good at crafts, you were good at designing, you were good at drawing and all. And just by studying it or looking at the videos, you were able to relate to the skills that you already had. You were able to
Hmm.
just map it. Okay,
Yes.
this is what is drawing. This is what the 3D is. This is how the perspective drawing is done. So you're able to just map to the knowledge that you already had. So the indexing happened probably during that 2 months of time.
Yes, sir.
But for the viewers who are watching this, let me tell you that she has been a person who had interest in crafts, designing, drawing, and all these things. So the 2 months of the time was the realization time that, oh, my strengths match to this thing, and hence I want to do. She did not build her skills in those 2 months. She just applied her skills in that 2 months.
And even after joining the college also, people didn't believe that I didn't go to coaching center
Okay.
because there are some aspects which only coaching center can teach.
Okay.
So there was a day in our drawing class, we had our sir teaching perspective drawing. Like if you're sitting in a class, how does the class look to you in your 1 point perspective?
Right.
So I went to sir and told that, sir, I don't know how to do perspective because I didn't go to coaching center. And also he was telling that, no ma, I don't believe you didn't go to coaching center because you did very well in your previous classes. How would you tell that? So I was like, sir, एक बार मेरे को बता दो कि कैसे करना है. And he told that, I will not tell you. You just see how your friends are doing.
Okay.
And I asked one of my friends to teach me the basics of perspective drawing. How do you take the point and how do you relate it to your view? So she taught me the crux of the perspective thing, and I was able to draw my classroom. And I showed my drawing to my sir, and she was like, "तू झूठी है, तू तो ऐसे ही झूठ बोल रही है." And he was having an argument for about 15 minutes with me, sir, that I didn't go to coaching center.
He was not ready to believe it.
He was not ready to believe it, sir.
No, but that's really important. Yeah, I think for everyone it's important to understand our strengths, understand our skills that we have already developed since childhood, and be able to link it with the existing options that are available. And you have done it the right way, and you were blessed to have supporters in your circle who were supporting you.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
My next question is, after you have cleared the exam, you had an option for fashion designing and you also had an option for knitwear. You decided knitwear, and that is something, frankly speaking, I have little knowledge about an IFT, and I always knew fashion designing was the course. When you told me, sir, I'm taking knitwear, I'm like, oh, what is it about? How did you decide between knitwear and fashion design? Can you just explain us a little more?
Yes, sir. Actually, the course available in NIFT curriculum are fashion designing, textile design, accessory design, fashion communication, and knitwear design and leather designing.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have leather designing in Hyderabad campus because there are no leather industries in and around Hyderabad. So leather designing was not in my option, and I got fashion designing in NIFT Chennai.
Okay.
So I was ready to go to NIFT Chennai, but still, there was some family thing that why should we send daughter to Chennai for 4 years and all. So I decided to take knitwear designing, which is similar to fashion designing and also one step ahead fashion designing. So
Okay.
knitwear design is something that fashion designing is like they'll give you a fabric, they'll teach you pattern making and then garment construction and the embellishments that you do, surface embellishments that you do on the fabric. But knitwear design is something they'll give you the fiber.
Okay.
And then you will have to develop your own fabric and you'll be able to sense and you'll be able to experience the type of weave that you have in your fabric. You can
Wow.
even modify the weaves in your fabric, and you develop your fabric. You again the same process. You develop your fabric, and same like fashion designing, you learn pattern making, garment construction, and everything.
Right, right.
So I wanted to learn from the fiber to fabric, and then to garment.
Fiber to fabric. Wow, that's such so good to hear fiber to fabric. So for a layman, right,
Mhm.
who does not understand all this terminology, if we have to explain between brands or the
Hmm.
shopping that we do, how can you explain?
Like fashion designing are like the red carpet dresses that people wear
Mm-hmm.
on special occasions, like celebrities wear. And there's a term called haute couture in the fashion designing, which are customized outfits.
Okay.
Like there is a event called Met Gala in which celebrities get ready in weird looks. Like if you
Okay.
have seen, if you have idea of Priyanka Chopra and everyone, it's an international fest
Okay.
in which people get ready in a weird looks which are fashion forecasted already by last year.
Okay.
Like these looks are going to be in trend, or these will be appreciated by the audience, like everything. It is basically you come out of your comfort zone and then put on your outfits.
If at all I'm getting married, then I need to go to a fashion designer, not a knitwear designer.
So even knitwear designers can design your garments, but still knitwear is focused on active wear, which people
Okay.
prefer to wear in their regular basis, like
So what I'm
US
wearing
polo
right now is
t-shirts.
knitwear. Knitwear.
Sir, I'll have to feel the fabric.
Oh my God. This is not an occasion here. This is not a marriage dress. But
Sir, if it
I,
has a minimal stretchability and it's a
yeah,
bit heavy, then it's a knitwear.
oh, I got this from Decathlon. Yeah,
Decathlon is knitwear, purely knitwear.
okay, okay. So all the
And
brands that we see outside, US Polo, the brand.
Philippi, Van Heusen.
What about the
Sir?
formal?
So Raymonds and all. Raymonds,
Okay,
even that comes under knitwear. Sir, it's like a knitwear designer can also knit it, and even a fashion designer can also do it, because the size of the fabric that we take, fiber that we take, decides the fabric. And if we take if we take a thick fiber and we do a fabric out of it, it comes under US Polo t-shirt because it have that granulated texture on the fabric.
mm.
So that comes under knitwear. And if you take a very thin fiber and then knit it with various kinds of knits, and we have different designs and knits also, that's a deeper subject. And if it according to that, if you do it, it's you can even develop a normal formal t-shirt also.
Okay, okay. Got it, got it. Thanks for that information and knowledge, Purna. Purna, I want to ask you another question. After 10 years, imagine you have achieved whatever you want to achieve. Imagine a lot of things have happened. After 10 years, if Purna is introducing, what would her introduction be after 10 years? She would have achieved things, whatever she wanted to achieve.
Okay. Hello everyone, this is Sripurna Panchagula, an entrepreneur of her brand called Sripurna. And this brand is all around India, pan India, famous in pan India. And it mainly focuses on sportswear.
Wow, awesome. So that's your vision.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, yeah, awesome.
Because, sir, my vision is I want to be a sportswear designer, because down the line, 5 years or at maximum at 6 years, the knits would rule the world. Because uh, by this time, people started wearing all the casual things. Now the t-shirts like US Polo have been considered to be a form of wear too.
Mm-hmm.
So after and even this Corona time, people would love to, wear things which are comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
And the most comfort is found in knitwear. Like the normal active sportswear.
Like the how I'm wearing right now.
This one,
Yeah.
this one. So this is only possible. In brands also, this is possible with knitwear designing. And sportswear will also be included in their daily use and all. So sportswear would rule the world. Active sportswear mainly.
Great. I think that's very good foresightedness that you have, and you're able to look forward to what the industry might be in the future. And I wish you all the best for that, Purna.
Thank you, sir.
Next question is, who are the most influential people in your life?
So my dad, of course, it's my dad,
Mm-hmm.
and even my college, Amogha, which
Okay.
gave me a clear vision of what do I have to do.
Really?
Yes, sir, you took me to the college. You showed the ground floor of our college, and you know what? We have met the person who showed us the campus.
Right, right.
So he recognized me actually when I joined the college. You came with that, sir? No, and I was like, seriously, you remember me? And yeah, that's you were my influential person. And like in if I have to take inspirations from a designer, it would be
Mhm.
Rahul Mishra, because
Okay.
he's someone who is working towards sustainability, which
Mm,
closely relates to my passion because I always do crafts like best out of waste.
right,
So
right.
he is someone who uses the unused fabrics to design, garments for red carpets.
Okay.
And he's not someone who is into machinery weaving or something, machinery embroidery. His only motive is he should give life to art craftsmen who are really very talented than many of the designers also. And he for each and every garment he designs, minimum of like 3,000 people get employed there, and he
Mm.
pays them like like around 15,000 or 20,000 for them, which is a recognition for their craft. And I want to follow him, sir.
Awesome, yeah, awesome. I think sustainable fashion is picking up a lot these days. A lot of people are talking across the world about sustainable fashion. There are multiple aspects of sustainable fashion. Good to know that the young generation is also thinking about sustainable fashion. I love it.
Sir,
My
and even I want everyone to support handloom also,
okay. And how can they
because
do it?
handloom, sir, it's handloom supporting handloom is supporting the craftsmen, because there are some. It's same like farmers, sir. Farmers in the like in the food aspect, and craftsmen in the textile aspect.
One thing that I noticed, Purna, is people are ready to help, but they do not know how to help. So, how do you recommend that?
Sir, it's like if you want to buy something, it should something if you buy it should last longer. That's only possible in handlooms because
Okay.
they are hand woven by many man hours behind that. And if you give a reasonable rate for their time and their hard work by buying one handloom which lasts longer than what you buy in some other stores which are machine woven, it would be great to help them. And if you go to Kerala, like if you go to any place and you find any handloom that is famous at that place, I want people to buy that.
Awesome. We were lucky enough to go to Pochampalli Silk City. It was really good to see the handloom workers working there, and it was an awesome experience. What you said makes sense, but people like you, when you say you want to become entrepreneur, should actually think of giving them a platform. There are brands which are making money out of their work and their effort, but these people are still not able to make
Yes, sir. This
money.
is what Rahul Mishra does, and he is my main inspiration in the design field.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Yeah. If you had to give one advice to the high school and intermediate students, what would that advice be?
Sir, I would tell them that they need to take time for themselves, stay calm, and list down what are their strengths and areas of improvement. I don't tell it a weakness because weakness is some negative connotated word, and areas of improvements are something in the areas where they have to improve.
Yeah.
So I think the profession or passion or career should match the strengths. And I used to love these craft classes or some entertainment classes like PT period or something, sports
Mhm.
period. So that was my likes.
Yeah.
So I list down all those, and I would tell them to list down their strengths. Like if they like science, I want them to choose the stream in their science that too specifically in which element.
Right, like the biosciences or the physical sciences.
Yes. I want them to list down and talk to themselves, and I want them to visualize their career down the line 10 years.
Right.
I want them to talk to themselves and then understand their passion, their interests. If they're into social service, let them do social service. And I want them to express this to their parents and make them understand, sir.
Yeah.
Because there are many people who are like, they're interested in something else, and due to parental pressure or the societal stigmas or societal stereotypic minds, they're not able to do what they want to do.
When you said that you need to write down your strengths and interest, I feel that's one of the most important aspects that people miss. I call it a self-awareness, right? Becoming aware of your own self, your own strengths is the most important thing. So did anyone facilitate this to you?
My dad, sir, obviously, he's an international trainer also.
Right.
So he is someone who who imbibed the quality of self-awareness in me.
Awesome.
Sir, whatever the credit I get, it is equally given to my dad.
That's so wonderful. Yeah, that's so sweet and good to hear from this generation. And one of the qualities that I have noticed among all the students who end up doing what they like is they feel they have abundant resources. They have that abundant love from any corner of the world. For you, it is father. For somebody, it could be a teacher. But they don't feel that they lack something. They just feel, oh, I have so much in my life. That's one of the qualities that I have seen in all the people who follow their passions. That's an awesome thing, yeah. Now, I'm done with asking questions. Now it's your chance. If you had to ask any question, what would you ask?
When are you taking like Amoghans or the alumni of Amoghans to some other place?
When am I taking the...
Sir, I really want to spend time with my Amoghans or my seniors or my juniors. And I want to discuss a lot of things with them, sir. Like, I want to interact with them, like, what is their passion? And I want to even learn from them, because it is not that I know everything. I might be knowing in my field, but I want to learn. Like, if someone is interested in some other field, I want to even learn that also.
Yeah, this is something that I always wanted to do. I wanted to start an alumni network.
The more you interact with people, the more you get to learn.
Definitely. And one thing never ever lose is relationships. Don't let them go. Don't let them just vanish in thin air. Have that network. At the end of the day, you will realize the importance of this network after 10 years. Trust me on this. After 10 years or 15 years, when you are already in your professions, this network you will always cherish. That's an awesome ask. I will definitely do it. That's a promise from my side.
Sir.
And thanks for joining in.
Thank you, sir.